Hi, I'm Adam Holwarda, and this is Write Flows. Today I'm going to show you how I set up a way to email back and forth with a couple of characters from my novel, The Outlier's Dream. Have you ever wanted to talk to a character in a story you were writing? I used this application called Pipedream. It's kind of like Automator on your Mac, but it's workflows on the internet. I'm going to send a message to my character who I've created. Hi, Pete. Just want to know what sort of things are happening in your life right now. Let me know. And then I will send this. And we will wait. Just to show you, I've set up this character. This is a character from my book, The Outlier's Dream. I created this photo by going to a website called thispersondoesnotexist.com, and I refreshed enough times until I found someone who in my head could be this character, Pete. Let's go check our email to see if Pete has gotten back to us yet. Oh, here it is. So he says, "Hi there. Not a lot is happening in my life right now, to be honest. I'm just working and trying to keep busy. I moved to England a few years ago because I had some prophetic dreams, and I met my wife Marianne here. We had a child together, but she left me, and I don't know where they are. A woman who says she's from another dimension recently approached me and asked me to come on an adventure with her. I'm not sure what to make of it all, but it sounds like it could be interesting. I'm just trying to take everything one day at a time at the moment. Let me know if you need anything else." So we can actually reply to Pete from the thread and say, "I'm sorry that all happened to you. I think you should go along with this woman from another dimension. I bet you'll have plenty of interesting adventures." I'll hit send. I think this is interesting because there's a few different use cases in my mind about how to use this. I would like to be able to chat with my character and see the way that they say things or do things depending on what I preload their thoughts and feelings or events as. So this is all using OpenAI API, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, over here we have our Pipedream workflow called Email with Pete Boynton. And I'll click this. So what a workflow is a collection of sources, triggers, and actions, which then pass data about that trigger event to another step. And then that step can either output some action or it can send altered data and send that data to another step. So the way we have our workflow set up here is at a high level, we have an email trigger. Your workflow runs on new emails to this address, which then we associate it with a domain, and we have a forwarder. Then I haven't defined this yet, but this is a way to access a data store, which is a key value pair system within Pipedream that you can access from any workflow and update from any workflow. So we're gonna use this to store characters' memories so that a character will have access to not just the prompt that I'm giving them, but also the entire history of their memories. So let's say you emailed them about like Marianne. There might be a key in the key value pair that says Marianne, and it says Marianne is my wife, she left me, blah, blah. So as you're asking them different questions about different characters, those memories will be loaded in and characters will have context for what it is you're talking to them about. Okay, so this next code step it's just a node code step where I'm taking the message ID and the person sending the message, and I'm removing their signature, I'm removing if it's a reply or not, and then I'm passing it to an object that then goes to another data store. In this data store, we're going to store the conversation. So basically, every time you talk to this character, it's going to remember your previous, or maybe not all of it, but it'll remember some of your previous conversation. So it makes it stateful. This is unimplemented. All we're doing here is returning at the end of this. So this doesn't do anything. There's a step that's pretty important, is we have to hook up to OpenAI, and OpenAI is a website that lets you do text completion using this model Text DaVinci 2, which is like the latest OpenAI text API. And notice here, here's the prompt that we were using. You're Pete Boynton, a 40-year-old who moved to England because of prophetic dreams you had. You met your wife, Marianne, and had a child with her, but she left you and you don't know where they are. A woman says she's from another dimension, wants to bring you along on an adventure. With these facts in mind, reply to the following email. As Pete. So we're having it pretends to be this character. And then we have our subject and our body that we just paste in there. So finally, when we get our return information from the OpenAI, all we're going to do is hook up to Sendinblue API, and Sendinblue is like Mailgun or something like that, where it does transactional emails, which means that you can like programmatically trigger emails that are not associated with a template or anything. And so this is the way that we're able to reply in thread, essentially, because we're taking the message ID from the very beginning step and we're including it in this output email. So that's how we're doing that. And then let's go back and check our email to see if there's a new message. It does look like there's a new message. Hello, thank you for reaching out to me. I appreciate your support and advice. I have decided to go along with the woman from another dimension. I am looking forward to the adventure ahead. Sincerely, Pete. That's pretty cool, in my opinion. We're not just going to do this for Pete. We're going to set up some other characters as well. And I'll have a cast of characters you can email from this website, smells.me. This is a site that has the entire book as it currently is. You can be a beta reader by clicking this. It'll take you to a Google Doc that all these get added to another Google Doc, which we can access with Pipedream as well. Plenty of automation and cool things to do here. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed that overview of how I built this email bot to talk to characters in my novel. If this video was up your alley, subscribe to the channel. I'll be making lots more about the intersection of technology and writing, and I hope these workflows help you out.